afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you are in the cosmos. And I think my camera's off center. It's a scuff start, but it wouldn't be a Dodgestar stream if it wasn't scuff in some way. There, I centered. I think so. Am my eyes tracking? Yeah, there. Okay. Ah, yes. Also, it was very quiet right now because I don't have any music on. It has been a while, but hey, a Gunpla Build stream with the camera. But here's a weird thing. That's the camera. It's normally tracking my face, which is probably why maybe it's not so good. It's on the older camera doing this right now. But it is what it is. But as per the poll I put on Twitter, well, that was actually a draw the poll between this and the unicorn, the full armor. But hey, this won't be easier. We'll do this one first. And then move on to unicorn. I mean, if we have time on the stream, sure. Otherwise, it'll be next time. Right, I need background music because it's way quiet. Now, one of the things I didn't necessarily plan in advance very well because I was looking through royalty-free stuff, and it's like, okay, what's like I have Bensound open right now. I was like, oh well, what's free? 'Cause I used to have a Spotify playlist I put on that was Twitch free or safe, but it no longer just labeled as Twitch safe, so I'm not going to risk it. That said, oh, wrong button. Oh wait, where'd it go? I'm super scuffed right now. Does that work? Hip jazz. Oh wait, how's if I unmute the desktop audio as well? Duh. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done one of these type of streams? Also, that makes it a bit too loud still. Just want something like faintly in the background so that I don't like go insane by just being me. And did the microphone pick this up? I had to have a whack hard enough, yeah. I have considered like, what if I put the microphone on the desk? Or back on the desk rather. This is my mic arm. You'd like crank it and make it like ASMR clicky clacks. Right. Yeah. Wait, can I put this song on repeat? I have to download it, I think. Oh, wow. Something freeze. Oh, hold on. The preview window looks a bit freezing. I don't know. Let me know in chat if the stream gets a bit wonky. Because it seems fine in the window. Oh wow, it's actually really far behind on the stream. That's weird. Hang on, I'm gonna reload that page. Get all the scuff out. No. Okay, I think it's just like the preview window was running behind way too far. Anyway, what are we doing? I'm gonna build a Gundam. Actually, turn music down a tiny bit because all we want is background noise. it's in the free music category, and it's just probably just gonna play whatever's there. Okay, let's go. Gundam. Where's the first page? That helps. It's really been a while since I built anything. Yeah, so everything in the soundtrack right now would be from bensounds.com, which is also the same thing where my intro, a little bit of music. Right, page 1. I've got the Gunpla all behind me because it's a really small space and it's a bit scuff. Right, we're gonna need to blue parts right now. Hang on. There we go. Now, we got 2 different nippers. Get my Vatican Primes for the first nip, and my lovely Despy single blade ones for the second. Alright. What is we need to do first? What we need is A6 and 12. A6 being the front of the chest piece. You know, in anticipation of doing this, I kind of wanted to start rewatching the original Gundam last night, but for whatever reason, Crunchyroll was derping out, so I couldn't watch it. It'd load the episode, play for like 30 seconds, and then just like, sorry, there's an error. Go figure. Right. A12 as well, which is the... Oh yeah, how I managed to snap the runner. Thankfully, it's like at the parts it's meant to break out, but hey. I was like literally just opening the bag, and I went, snap. We don't want that to happen, now do we? But it is what it is. There we go. I'm very like meticulous with it. Here's the problem I'm gonna have. The camera's there. I'm over here. And it's like quite a distance from me. So I instinctively pull things up towards me out of shot. But the focal point should probably be over here. But because the desk is so small, I have to zoom in as well. Which, but I could zoom it out, but it's a glass desk. So, the joys. I have been meaning to look into getting a different desk, one that's actually bigger as well. But desks are expensive. And of course, I have to completely rearrange the room because there's not much room in here currently. But hey, it is what it is. You make do. Oh no, nub marks. He's maybe getting blunt. I don't know. I put myself in a bit farther. There's also the other problem is like my desk is sort of a weird off-center desk. So literally right now the armrest is hitting the table leg if I pull it in too far. And it's irritating. Yeah, literally my right armrest is hitting the leg. So I can't pull it in any further. That song sounds way too upbeat. But hey, it'll do. Apparently there's a crafting category on Bensound. Feels fine to me. I suppose the nubs on this part won't matter so much because it's yellow. Did I thingy the autofocus? No, I didn't. Go. Got so many windows on. Also, I have like a key light blocking my other monitor, so everything's on this main monitor. Wait, did my preview window freeze? Weird. Today is just Guff Central. All right. remember which. I really wish they had like names on these ones. These the ultimate sandy sticks. I got the job done. Again, I'm pulling it up towards my face instead of doing it on the camera. I need to get like a mount for the camera so I can have it in between me and the table rather than on the monitor shelf. It was on a little stand that it came with. So if I could get my phone on a proper stand, then that would probably be better. But hey, it is what it is, as they say. You make do and you learn and adapt. And I'm sending this off camera because I can't pull my chair any further without hitting a table leg. Things to invest in. Better table. I was actually looking at some tables. There are some nice ones. I also like the idea of having a table that can be adjustable, like height-wise. Because I feel like sometimes you want to stand rather than just sit. I love how I put gloves on and like have my hands and like I can still see my wrist. Like, oh no, it's a good thing I'm not part of an idle agency. They'd be like, oh no, your wrist is showing. How yabe. I may even take these gloves off at some point because I make it too warm. They're better for like painting, really. Which I think I haven't done in a while. I literally went and grabbed these next to my airbrush station. Where my Zeta Gundam is still half painted. And has been half painted for a couple of months. How many months? Good question. I don't remember. It's been half painted for a while now. Oop. Shaking the desk when I'm standing there. If only like the camera was just like a little bit further, I think you can see what I'm doing a bit better. Actually, if I just put my hands on the desk and did it, it might actually be better. It's something I need to get used to doing. This is only like what the... Right, how many times have I done this actual build stream? I think it's the fourth time I've done one. Fortunately, none of them are archived because the first two I completely forgot. Oh, actually, no. The second one was a gold-plated kit, which was reflective, so I decided to not archive that one. It was a very reflective kit. I could see my own reflection in it. Thankfully, you could not actually see it on stream, but when I held the plate, using it close to me, I could see myself. So I decided not to archive that one. Same for like the last one I did 2 months back. I was doing the ground Gundam. It was like so scuff. In fact, you saw my desktop because I forgot to thingy things properly. So I got rid of that one as well. For this one, probably the first one I actually archived. That's the wrong 96. 96. Come to me. Plus the yellow part won't matter as much because it's hidden. And that's the next one. Yeah. Working your way through the grits to make sure it's nice and shiny again. With minimal evidence of this, the nub mark. Also, the problem I have right now is tracking in 3 dimensions plus looking down at desk. Maybe I should use the PNG. Lost some of that sanding dust. Pulling my hands away again. I can see my other monitor shaking when I do this. That looks relatively shiny. Suppose you could do the other way where you just take the any sponge to make it less shiny deliberately. Okay, that looks fairly well hidden, the nub. I mean, I eventually plan to paint this one, because I do have downstairs, in the pile of things I've forgotten about, the white-based hanger diorama. It's down the stairs because I started painting little extra details on it. It already comes, pre-painted. I just like to add a few extra details, like, oh yeah, some windows, I think there could be little lights and stuff. Got a bit carried away, messed it up. So I changed my mind. I'm going to instead drill out the window and light areas and perhaps light up. I made that decision last year. Life has a way of getting in the way. Also, I've never wired any lights before. Well, technically I did at college, but not on a small model kit. Electronic stuff's not as difficult as you sometimes think. But yeah, it's a goal to do at some point. Just need more space to do it. Time, space. I feel like if I actually do some more stuff on stream, it means I probably will do it rather than just like, I'll do it later. The stream kind of keeps me like on track a little bit. Just a bit. Yeah, that looks... I mean, it won't show up on camera very well, but yeah. I always find it's the thing where, like, you watch videos on YouTube when people are, like, doing things like this, and it's like, oh, look at this tiny mark, I can't... And then you can't see it on the camera. But you can see it in reality. Make sure these nubs are flat on this thing, that it fits properly. Honestly, they're so well clipped. I don't think it really matters that much. I feel my throat getting dry. Must be inhaling the plastic dust. Funny thing about this, well, not winning, but having a draw, I think where my armrest is getting in the way. As I'll say, I put the poll on Twitter for to choose between this RX-78, the full armor unicorn, Barbatos, or the Ale Strike. And the two Universal Century kits had a draw. And this pure little strike came in last place. Why does no one like Seed as much as me? Now there's a question for anyone watching. First Gundam show you ever watched? For me, it's Seed, which is probably one of my favorites as a result. Bias of being the first one I saw. We'll just expand this with that, just to kind of get rid of some of the shine with the plastic. I'll make it look worse, who knows. I feel like just using the sponge sander, you can kind of take away some of that shine a little bit. Kind of gives it that slight brushed look. Also means the paint would technically adhere better. Which I do intend to paint it eventually. But again, there's things in the queue to be painted. Okay. I'll have to do it for now. I love how this part spent probably like 10 minutes just working on this one little piece. Because that's what I do. Wait, is that right around? It should be going in here. Right? Yes. 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 There we go. Classic yellow vents of the Gundam. What's funny is I've built the real grade and the Master Grade 3.0 before. So this should be a lot easier build. Polycat, where are they? The annoying thing about having no more desk space, I have to reach behind me to my bed. I can grab everything else. Polycat number 2, easy peasy. Boop, and boop. Boopy doop. Boop. Don't need to bother filing any of that stuff. Is play caps. Or play caps. I can't really go wrong with them. Alright. It's because I keep leaning towards the desk, so I keep leaning past the microphone as well. Big brain. Wait, this even in right? Oh. Well, hello. Was not expecting a raid while doing building. Oop. I got to lean on an armrest, which I forgot I moved. Hello, hello, hello. Cowie Builds. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on, everyone. I am AJ Dodgestar, Intergalactic Mercenary, variety content creator, and Gundam fanboy. Hello, hello, hello. I was just streaming. Welcome on in, everyone. We just started building a lovely, high-grade Granddaddy Gundam. How y'all doing? Oh, did I put that in far enough? I think I did. My brain's distracted. Yeah. I feel like wearing the gloves might have been a mistake because I'm circling the whole things. Wait, I'm going in. Thank you so much for the raid. Ooh, my favorite mobile suit, Zach. Favorite mobile suit. Now that's a tough one. I have a couple of favorites. Yeah, I mean, the gloves probably would make my hands sweaty if I wear them for too long. Which I have to keep in mind. Because I may have a slight latex allergy. These are latex free, so they shouldn't cause a rash. I normally only ever wear these for painting. I thought I'd wear it because, you know, VTubers not supposed to show their hands for some reason. Yeah, that fitted, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, didn't answer the question yet, did I? Favorite mobile suit? Let's think. I do have a soft spot for the Strike, because it was the first Gundam I ever saw in a show. But then, of course, the Freedom Gundam, not the Strike Freedom. The Strike Freedom is badass. But the original Freedom Gundam from Seed is... I just love it, I think. Maybe because I just love, like, Seed as being my first show. I think I'll always have a soft spot for it. That's runner A, I need runner B, which is behind me. That said, I also really love Zeta Gundam. Because I love something that can transform. Of course, the Zeta Gundam is currently what I currently have downstairs at my painting booth painting. Hey, Urban Tech Bro, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Gundam Builder. Alright, the part we're looking for is CU35. Heading down the corner. Ba-ba-ba-bum. What about everyone else? What's your favorite mobile suit? Heavy build. Used to love Wing because of the show. Yep. I feel like that always... Oh, God. You can tell when I turned around. I completely derped. Yeah, I feel like... Person's first Gundam show definitely defines, I think, some of their favorites. I know, like, obviously Wing was the first one ever dubbed. It's a lot of people's first one. I never watched it at the time because I think I was still primary school, so I didn't really pay attention to Toonami back then. But Seed, that's when I clicked onto my anime properly. Oh, the Sazabi though. Yeah. The Sazabi is a big chunky boy. I really want to get the real grade of that. Hell, even just a high grade would be nice. That's actually... I have the real grade new Gundam in my backlog. I have to build it. I got it when it came out. I still haven't built it. Because, you know, reasons. I remember thinking of things that I bought and haven't built. I do actually have a perfect grade Strike Freedom that I'm pretty sure I bought 4 years ago. Yeah. 4 years ago, and I still haven't built it. Because it intimidates me so much. I thought of building a perfect grade. But it was one of those things, impulse buy. And a sister who didn't talk me out of it when she was supposed to. RG News before. Yeah, I heard the RG News is so good. I really want to build it. Ooh, the Hainu. Yeah, I've seen the Hainu. It looks pretty slick. I think it'll be one of my future builds at some point. Well, the thing is, like, there's 2 different piles in this room of unbuilt Gunpla. One's over to my right, and one's over to my left. Mostly high grades, mind you. A couple of real grades. I feel like sometimes you just want a like nice simple high grade just to kind of... Because high grades are like your bread and butter. Nice and simple and relaxing. That way around. Okay. Ah, right, that's for the torso band. Go in. Go in. Sometimes you can't tell if a part's gone in because it's like that snug a fit. I prefer hearing a click. Oops, I just knocked out the shoulder joint. Stay in there. There we go. Now, what the next part after that? Oh, A runner's good. A 8 and 5, yeah. I feel like the playlist hit that part of like corporate videos. But hey, it's just background noise, really. I would love, when building Gunpla on stream, if I could just straight up put on the Gundam playlist. But that would get DMCA'd so hard. Maybe not like the battle music and stuff, but like the opening intros and outros, absolutely would. Even SD Gundam Battleline, which I've been streaming a lot lately. Fine on Twitch, but the parts have uploaded to YouTube. A couple of copyright claims on those. Not well, not strikes, thankfully, but we're like, hey, that music's not belong to you. Okay, you can take the monetization. I'm not monetizing it. YouTube anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, on Twitch it's fine. I'm confused. There's just a couple of specific pieces of music in that game from the anime that is like not allowed, I guess. It's always difficult with streaming, like you're playing something and it's like, oh, here's a piece of music you didn't know was there, and then suddenly it's like, ah, crap. I had that with like Mass Effect when I streamed that like last year, where the end credit music, I forgot I hadn't played it for so many years. I forgot about it being a copyrighted song. That got muted. But due to the clunkiness of the content ID system, it muted half the conversation at the end of the game. But anyway. So, aside from kits, what are people's actual favorite Gundams? Or favorite show? How about that? Or first show you watched, and then perhaps your favorite. Maybe different. The Seed was my first one. I feel like... what would be my favorite, though? Because I do have a massive soft spot for Seed. Yeah, I really love 00 actually as well. Something I've always found funny. Like, Seed is almost like a spiritual successor to the original Gundam in the way of how it tells its story. And like copies it in a lot of places. And then 00 is kind of like a spiritual successor to Wing in a way. Because you've got a bunch of Gundams that just randomly show up and start causing chaos. You know, for the greater good. Keep standing us off camera again. Actually, knows. Oh, I just thought of a mobile suit, specifically a Gundam, that I love that doesn't get enough love, I think. The Double Zeta. That thing is a thick boy. The anime, on the other hand, Double Zeta, the first arc, weird. It's like, it feels slapstick comedy. Which, when you consider it starts literally days after Zeta finished. Zeta had a really tragic and horrible ending with lots of people dying, and then Double Zeta starts and like, hey, slapstick comedy. It really had a place. Of course, after it gets past that part, it has to go, okay, now we take the left turn, and now it's really dark again. Okay, hey, Zakat, thanks for the follow. Yeah, big and bulky for your taste. That's fair. There's something satisfying I personally find against big honking pieces of machinery. That being said, The double Zeta looks big, beefy, and powerful, and yet somehow is faster than the Zeta. Or at least... Actually, no, there's some episodes where Judo uses the Zeta Gundam because it's faster. But somehow the double Zeta is almost as fast. I think it's just like straight line power. Also weird that the double Zeta anime is the only Universal Century main series that's not dubbed. Officially, anyway. Now there's the question that anime fans... Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Okay, it's fine. Weird. The camera went out for a second. Exia. The Exia and 00... I haven't watched Waking of the Trailblazers, so I know I know what the Quanta looks like, but I haven't seen it in action yet. But like, yeah, that family tree of mobile suits are really cool. That's just like 00. I really loved like the vibe of like, you know, Exia. That's the close end melee. Dynamis is the long range sniper. Kyrios was the all rounder transformer, so it had the speed. And then the Virtue. Big chunky heavy weapons. But underneath that big chunky heavy weapons was the Nadley. One of the most elegant, interesting looking mobile suits. Where's that part going? And under here? Ah, yes, I see. Sliding on in. That fits nicely. I like it. There we go. And we get the back part of the back on. That'll close up with that nicely. Cool. I need to get a model kit of the Exia. Like, oh, there's a question. So, the first Gunpla you ever built, for me, it was the 1/100 scale no grade Dynamis. Which, I didn't have proper tools back then. I didn't have proper nippers. I twisted it off the runners like a savage. So it has really nasty nub marks. And I used a nail file, I think, to sand it down. Rather than proper sticks. So if there's one model kit in my collection that needs some TLC, it's my Dynamis. It is a bit rough. I might completely like disassemble it, fix it up, and then give up full paint job. Oh, your first was the RG Wing 0. Oh boy, that is a hell of a first kit. I've not done it, but those wings terrify me. Oh wait, is the Wing 0 or the Wing 0 custom? If there's the custom, those feather wings, good god. But just the Wing 0 itself as well, that would be still quite intimidating. So, my second kit was actually the real grade L Strike. So again, the custom, yeah, okay. Those big feather wings. Yeah, that for a first kit. Well done to you. I mean, my second kit was the L Strike, real grade. And he can't hold his rifle because the little tab to connect to his hand is snapped. Which I'm sad about. Though, a couple of years ago, I did get the Sky Grasper real grade. I haven't built the Sky Grasper, but I built the Sword Striker Pack and the Launcher Striker Pack. And then just like, he's holding them perfectly fine, so he's like, I've got a makeshift perfect strike. Literally, I think a month after I did that, Bandai's like, hey, by the way, real grade perfect strike, P-Bandai. I'm like, god damn it. I made my makeshift perfect strike, and then it's like, oh no, by the way, it's a real thing now. Repair parts are missing, not attached properly. Yeah, I feel like the first kit you do is always going to be a bit... I suppose when you get into Gunpla, it's always rule of cool. What looks cool, you want to build it. We don't actually think, oh, it's complicated. Like this, I would recommend to a beginner. Hell, they even have the entry grade now, which is even more simple. Apparently the entry grade, you don't even need tools. So, like me 10 years ago might have benefited from that. It's getting really warm in here because I'm moving around my hands so much. Oh, there we go. Readjust my position. I just remember something I forgot to do after this raid. I didn't do my shoutout command. It's really awkward because my keyboard's off to my left side. My wife forgot about it. We build. Did I spell that right? I hope so. There we go. Cool. Just what? 20 minutes late. There's a shout out. Can we build for the raid? The day is very scuff. It is Scuff Central. But this is a nice break from just streaming games. Wait, before deciding to do a build stream, I was half just planning just like, I'm just going to rewatch a Gundam show and build while watching it. Which I still do. I just want to relax. But one of these hobbies where like interest can like come and go depending on what you're building. That's life in general, isn't it? And I have so many kits to get through that I collected over like the last couple of years. I've thankfully slowed down my amount I'm buying by a lot. I feel like I used to buy something at least almost every other week. Like, hey, new high grade, buy. Okay. Nice little de-scuffing. Like, my buffer stick is really trashed, as you can probably tell. I need to get some new standing sticks. Because they're showing their age. Okay. And nubs are barely visible. That's good. Right, time to put the back on the back. Yeah, which round is it? That way. Like lining this up is going to be a light pain in the butt. There we go. Nub. Somehow got. Got the electricity there. There we go. There we go. Well, that was a little scuffed in the shoulder joint there. Something a little... Yes. Any bit of damage there, that's fine, I can fix that. And grab this. Right. Ooh. That's a bit better. Feels like a little bit of mold flash, kind of like just on the edge of the top of the shoulder. Doesn't happen often, but occasionally get a tiny bit. Handicaps are quite a good quality that you usually don't need to worry about that. Oh, let's see. Where are we? Like, first of all, a little drink. I'm gonna get plastic dust all over this. Ah, refreshing and energizing. Hey, Gamer Subs, sponsor me. I wish. So damn expensive to get things shipped over. Okay, pretty much almost all the air runners. A9 followed by A14. Snippity snip. Snippity snap. Need that for that part, and then we need the collar for the next part. That's so irritating that it's getting awkward to hold. I just managed to snap it when opening the plastic bag it was in. Thankfully, nothing important broke. It was just me brute forcing the bag open instead of, you know, cutting it open like an idiot. The thing about yellow is very easy to get rid of nubs. Usually you can't see them. Oh, alright. Alright, here we go. Stress mark there, Hank. Oopsie. Yeah, I cut too close to the part. Yeah, I like to off the runner with the vacuum primes and use my dice spay for like the final cut, just because it's a single blade versus twin blade. Whether that actually makes a difference, who knows? I find it satisfying. Actually, use this part first. Yep-a-dup-a-do. Wait, what am I doing? No nub, go away. There we go. All right. I feel like I've started going quiet again. I feel like I go between rambling to just being quiet randomly. Well, that's just dreaming in a nutshell, isn't it? I think I like conversation topics. I've asked about shows. I've asked about Gundams. What about Gundam characters? Like, who's your favorite character in Gundam? I feel like the super easy answer will be Char. You just can't not love Char. Because he's such a complex character, really. Is he the rival? Is he the mentor? Is he the big bad who's about to drop asteroids on Earth? All of the above. Well, that being said, I always found Kira Yamato to be quite what's the word I'm looking for? Relatable as a kid. It's like, here's this nice, quiet kid. Got the smarty pants, but relatively just a nice, somewhat quiet kid. And yeah, thrown into war. Relatable. Well, not the thrown into war part, but you know. I could understand what it would have been like to go from you college student to like, hey, you're now in war. So people say that Seed's bad because, oh, the characters are crybabies. It's like, bitch, please. If you were a teenager and you were thrown into that situation, you'd be crying too. Right? Contrast, like Gundam Wing and like Hiro Yui. I will complete my objectives and I will show very little emotion. I think it can kind of be said for sets now. I feel like you have two types of Gundam protagonist. One that starts off like a robot, like Hiro and Setsuna. But then by the end of the show, they become more human. And then you have the opposite, where you feel like someone who's very much a human being and becomes hardened over the course of the show. Like Kira or Banagher. Or Amuro even. To be fair, Amuro required a good slap. It's weird to think one of the most iconic scenes of the original Gundam is Amuro getting slapped by Bright. Most iconic scenes in original Gundam. The final shot. Char Sagok punching through a gym. Those are always memorable. The death of Lala. And Bright slapping Amuro. I feel like those are some of the most memorable moments of the show. I suppose you guys include Rambo Rowell being a twat. Like, I won't be taken prisoner. Boom. What did that accomplish? You just grenaded yourself onto the Gundam's hand. What's it that? I can't remember. I suppose Nozaku boy. Nozaku. It was Nozaku indeed. Thinking of that now, because that sets up a kind of... What's everyone's favorite battle like? Because there are some really iconic fights across the entire franchise. Like, the EZ8 versus Goof Custom is just like so well animated. So every day a Gundam rips its own arm off and tries to beat you to death with it. Or the fact Norris like completes his objective even if he dies at the end. Of course, the strike versus the Aegis, that their final battle, that is forever ingrained in my mind. It's one of the most emotional battles ever. Not standing the way I wanted to. Okay. It's looking a bit better. I say a bit. I can think of other like battles that really just leave an impact. See Destiny. When the Freedom gets destroyed. That was like, holy shit. And it's like, oh, Kira, get evaded death again. Somehow. Yep, that was clearly a nuclear explosion that just went off, yet somehow... It's like, oh no, he turned off the reactor just in time. That was just a normal explosion. It kind of made no sense, really. Like, Destiny was a great show up until... maybe that point? I don't know. Aren't they supposed to be doing a movie after Destiny? I feel like they announced that a while ago. At the same time as they announced the Eclipse manga. I still need to read. I've actually got the master grade of the Eclipse, but I haven't built it. Nor have I even read the manga. It was classic me. I was like, I have this in my collection. Is it built? No. The music stopped. It's just gone really quiet. Oh, it's just a really quiet song. Okay. There we go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Collecting Gunpla and building Gunpla are two separate hobbies. Anyone who disagrees is lying. Lying to themselves. Like every good model maker has a backlog. Or not necessarily a good model maker. Every single model maker has a backlog. My backlog, unfortunately, is getting rather tall. To be fair, there's actually some kits that are in it. The pile I'm looking at, there are some boxes that are technically empty. You just have the runners and spare parts in there. Because I don't like getting rid of the boxes. I love the artwork. I should just like make like a folder with just the box art. That might be a smart idea. I've seen some people do that. Like they'll just break the box down and then just like have it in like a folder of art. That'd be a smart idea. I suppose the high grades would be fine, they'll all fit in a small folder, but the like master grades and that probably wouldn't fit to the same extent. Okay, I guess that's good. I'm gonna get printout. Which part is this again? Oh yeah. It's going under here. Wait. And it should be laying up to there. And it should be a matter of pushing it in, right? Why does that not want to go in? Oh, I think I know why. Maybe. Wait, where's my... tweezers? Need to adjust the position of that in there. Get this in position. Is this the right way around? Could be. Yeah, could be. There we go. Good old-fashioned click. Yeah, semi-decent bend. It's always been the weird thing about, I think, with the Gundams. With the cockpit being in the abdomen, like, how's it meant to bend? Like, the ground Gundam at least has its, like, cockpit up high. Or higher. Never like the Freedom Gundam, it has the cockpit on the upper torso. To me, it makes more sense. Rather than the lower torso. If it's meant to bend, and the cockpit's in the way. No, that being said, the torso is very easy access for getting in and out. So it makes some sense, I guess. Do 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 do. Okay. Ooh, I would like to gouge at this side a bit. I'm not sure that is very visible. I kind of clipped a bit to plastic, not just the nub. I could make us a battle damage, it's fine. It'd be fairly visible. Totally. Do do do. Actually, I have my hands on screen. Would help. I like looking really closely. What I'm doing. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. There's a part I'm thinking, what would take longer, building this or building a 3D model of this? Actually, I'm going to try to do that for like a future stream. I haven't been doing any 3D artwork for a long time. I just need to remind myself to get the grips with Blender, because I haven't used Blender in like... Wait, when did I first use Blender? Like 8 years? Yeah, because unfortunately I graduated university. Good God. So long ago. Where the hell did time go? Noise and semi-shiny. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Just give it a nice little once over with a sponge. Kind of get any really extra shininess, perhaps. Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to hit it with the damn buff marker in a second, so. But I did just pointless, I think. But hey. That's supposed to be good, like, if you just, like, scuff out the surface just a slight bit with a buffer, or sand. No. Sponge sander, there we go. That can make the paint, like the primer, cling better for painting it. It's just go on the list of things to paint eventually. I need to finish what I've been painting. So I've got a Zeta Gundam, which is, well, high grade Zeta, that is currently still in bits. Like all the blue parts are done. And the other parts are still waiting to be made. I don't know, actually the white and red part, or the yellow and red parts are primed, as is like half the white parts for the upper body. All the internal parts are fully painted with a nice metallic paint. Just need to get around to doing it, which I might do this week because I'm not at work. Oh, I forgot the collar. I put the collar, but I forgot the actual neck. Yeah, grab with this. There we go. I forgot the neck. That music's a bit too cheery for my taste. I think it's at like 50% of what I hear it at, so even quieter for you guys. Is it even audible? That is the question. No one said I can't hear it, so I'm assuming it's audible. I know some people who just like have the one background tune playing constantly, and like I'm not sure how they do that because I'd go crazy. Well, of course, it's a really good song, I guess. And go the neck. And then the collar back over it. Because that's kind of important. Right. Line up, right? There we go. Un torso. I just like something quite funny. It's like I've got a ground Gundam off at my desk. It seems so dainty compared to it. Like really skinny. Right. Backpack. Runner. Where are you? There we go. Ba-do-ba-do. Is it just that one piece? Okay. And then there's 6 for the thrusters. Oh, they're there. Yeah, the burners or burniers. There we go. Spin around. Right. Nope. Wait, those are harder to see. Wait. There's a small mark left. Ooh, that one's more visible. Ouch. Not good. Do 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 do. Okay, that's not terrible. Looking. I love my bar for accomplishment. Not terrible looking. Ah, but does it look good? That's the question. Always the bad thing about dark parts. The nub show up so much worse. Whereas like light parts like the white and the yellow, like they kind of blend in. But if you're painting it, it'll go away completely. Which I guess I do intend to paint this eventually. But in the meantime, I at least want it to be smooth. Doesn't have to be perfect. At least it has to be level. So when I do paint it eventually, I don't have to sand it again. Because that would be irritating. Bow, bow. Okay. Doesn't look terrible. And not a really good bar for my standards, huh? Maybe just file the other side to even out. Do. Okay, that's all right. A little bit of sponge. Scarf the surface a tiny bit and like even it out a bit. I kind of like this being the OG Gundam. I kind of want to get the origin version at some point. That's really cool. Ooh, Vicar Ready. Let's say Victor Ready, but is it ready or ready? Very excited because your Barbatos Lupus is coming. Nice. I'm guessing that'll be high grade then, yeah. Oh no, they have the full mechanics as well, don't they? I've got the standard Barbatos high grade waiting to be rebuilt. Is on the list of things to do. I even have a custom paint job in mind. which I'll keep secret for now. But it's a funny pun. Funny thing was the Barbatos. When I first saw a picture of it, I was like, that looks weird. Why is it having exposed pistons in their torso? And then I watched IBO and I was like, oh, yeah, this thing's brutal. And like primal, and it's like, it makes so much sense. Yeah, I know that. Actually, high grades, there is so much to choose from. End of the day, just pick what looks cool. The rule of cool. Or if you've watched the show, then I play. I know that I do that if I tend to only get things from shows I've seen. Which at this point in time is most of them. As long as it's available to watch somewhere. Like, come on, Crunchyroll, get Gundam Age on there so I can finally watch it. Unless it is on there, I haven't seen it. Also, Netflix, get some more Gundam as well. That'd be good. But high grades are just the bread and butter of Gunpla. You can always have just a little bit. Also, you get real grade. I mean, real grades are just like master grades, but the size of a high grade, and it's very fiddly. And perfect grade, I've yet to build a perfect grade. Let's see what I've built. 2 master grades and 2 real grades. Yeah, 2 real grades and a bunch of high grades. Asmodee, Cubalade, Gym, Gun Tank, Gundam Age, basic ones, Gawk. So many cool Gunpla, yeah. The Cubalade is one of the ones that's like the standard Cubalade I've got. LPL Peru and Peru 2's ones. I'll have to get Haman Khan's standard one. I also need the gun tank to go with this. And the gun cannon. And probably a standard gem for good measure. I got a bunch of the Origin gems. But they're all P Bandai, which just makes them annoyingly expensive. I'm hoping, because I've got Slager's custom gem from the Kukuru Dewan's Island movie coming out. Oh, think of Kukuru Dewan. God, I can never. I always trouble with his name. Kukuru Dewan's Island. I know it's like very successful movie in Japan, based on. It's a movie based on a manga based on a deleted episode. Not confusing at all. Apparently in Japan it was very, very popular. It's finally gonna be coming. Because I know Scotland loves anime. They're gonna be having it next month, I think. I need to double check the date. So I'll need to make sure I have that day for you to go watch it. What I need Sunrise to do is we've got Origin Advent the Red Comet. We've got Kurokuro's Dewan's Island, which is Origin art style and set in that timeline a bit different. Just adapt the whole manga. Give everyone what they want. A brand new, like a retelling of the original Gundam. That's what we want, right? Anyway, you appease the fans by giving them something nice and new and shiny, and you get new fans at the same time. Unless, of course, the reason they're not doing that is maybe the movie's adapting the manga. The live action one. That would be interesting. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time. All I know is the director. And that's it. I think so. I think they announced to get the person writing it, but I don't remember. I know the director for the Gundam live action movies, Jordan Boss Roberts. I butchered that name. All I know is he did Kong Skull Island, and he is also directing the Metal Gear Solid movie, which he already cast Oscar Isaac as Snake. Other than that, nothing else is known about that movie. Here's the thing, if they are doing a live action Gundam, the question then becomes, do they adapt an existing story, or do they create a new one? Or even if they adapt an existing story, the fun thing about Gundam is alternate timelines exist, so they can change it, and people shouldn't get pissed off, because technically it's a different timeline. So I kind of want it to be the 1 year, OG Gundam. And then casting becomes an issue. I feel like the biggest issue they have for casting is probably going to be the fact that most of the characters are teenagers. I think about the revive kit as well. The revive kit is, I've built the real grade, and I've built the master grade. This is the first time I've done the high grade of this. It's nice and simple. I like it. And how did you meet Gundam? Or you mean like how did I get into Gundam? I think I always knew of Gundam for years and years. I think it was the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games, like the first one. I remember like renting it from Blockbuster. And then after that, Gundam Seed started airing on TV in the 2006, I think it was on TV here. Even though it came out like 2001 in Japan. And then Gundam Seed became the first show I ever watched. But it was the Dynasty War games that really got me into it first, I think. They give you a taste of all the timelines. The PS2 time. Yeah, my Xbox 360. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I always love the games where it's kind of take the different timelines and mash them together in some kind of like awesome overlapping story. Kind of why I'm loving SD Gundam Battle Alliance right now. Okay, having the gloves for this thruster was a mistake. Hard to hold it. Yeah, I have to hold it really close to my face so I can see what I'm doing. If I had a crocodile clip, that might be easier, but they're all downstairs with my spray booth. Like PS2 Gundam games. What Gundam games were on the PS2? Because I never played any Gundam games back then. I know there's like tons and tons. I like there's actually some kits that exist that are specifically just from games, like the Vroid. Not a game I've ever played. Game of the Blue Destiny. I kind of like about Gundam compared to, like, say, Star Wars. Is all the games are, it's not like, oh, it's canon or not canon. It's just like, it's part of the universe. You can choose to ignore it or include it. Up to you. I suppose all the different side stories that take place during the 1 Year War does dilute the original Gundam a little bit. We're like, oh my god, it's the Gundam. And then it's like, wait, but there's technically more than one Gundam. Because the ground Gundams are, like, weren't mass produced per se, but they had limited production. And had interchangeable parts with the gym ground type. I think I said, like, Thunderbolt is technically non-canon. Mainly because the Thunderbolt sector doesn't exist in the UC timeline. I think. I don't know. It looks like, because it looks like in Thunderbolt December Sky, it looks like there's a friggin' nebula nearby. It's like, how can there be a nebula within the solar system near Earth? That makes no sense. Do these have a specific direction to go? I think they do. Thruster, in you go. That being said, Thunderbolt might not make sense, but damn is it cool. Who doesn't love Gundams flying around at super high speed with jazz music playing? So while Thunderbolt December Sky is freaking dope, Bandit Flower is weird as shit. Like, not as good. Perfect. Has some good characters, but I think the overall story is kind of meh. Or Thunderbolt December Sky, like, that's a good, solid, contained story. So, Yo Flaming is a character. He's cool, but he's also a bit of an ass. Maybe that's why it's cool. Who knows? All right, everyone else, like, what's your favorite? I think I actually asked it earlier. Like, what's your favorite character? I feel like Char will always be one of my favorites. Because it's freaking Char. But beyond Char, lock on Stratus. He's cool. And he's a sniper and he's Irish. Well, I'm Scottish, but there's a missed opportunity in the dub. I suppose the revelation that, oh wait, he's from Ireland? I guess if he had an Irish accent to begin with in the dub. The whole, oh, he's from Northern Ireland, they're like, oh, okay. Lock on Stratus. Targeted and firing. Also, his co-pilot being a Haro was adorable. He can snipe while the Haro works in defenses. Actually, one thing I loved about Double O is just like the Haros were like, unlike technically modified toys like they are in Universal Century, they're literally drones They're like repair, little maintenance drones. You see them like working on the Gundams on board the ship. Kind of cute. There's something I wonder if they'll ever do. You know, they do parts of it, like the 1/140, 1/4 scale. Yeah, 1/44 scale. Sorry, same as high grades. You've got like, I've got the interior piece for the white bases hanger, which I need to fix up still. Cool. And of course, I don't have that. I never got the Argama's catapult deck, unfortunately. And I know it came out not so long ago, the catapult deck for the Archangel, and was like, oh my god, I wish I could afford that. It's like the full-on catapult deck. It's not just part of it, it's like literally the full part with the exterior and a light up catapult. Like, yes please, I would, one, would not be able to afford it, and two, where the hell would I put it? But yeah, a full 1/44 scale, like white base or Archangel or something, would be insanely expensive. Like thousands. But come on, it'd be worth it, right? I've seen some people like build one. Oh, I actually saw that on YouTube the other day. Someone building a 1/44 scale RM white base. I need to drop it in the Discord later. I found it on YouTube the other day, and I've got someone who's built the bridge section, including the interior of the Archangel. Not Archangel, the white base. And it's like really freaking sweet. Like, I have to remember to look that up again and drop it in the Discord, because it's so cool. I want to build a full scale, or not full scale, goddamn full scale white base that would be literally, what, half a kilometer long. How large is white base? That's a good question. Think about it. If you think about it, if the Gundam is 18 meters tall and it has tons of clearance in the launch bay, that launch bay door is at least 20 meters tall. At least. I think it's more like 22 meters tall launch bay, because it has space for like it landing as well. Oh, beam sabers. Got some water, or flavored water. Punch my microphone. Hold on. Right, I need the B runner for the beam saber to go on the shoulder. Honestly, I could probably leave this till the end, but it's on the instructions to do now, so I'm going to do it now. Right. Beam sabers. Number 8 and 9, that's all we need. Cool. Did I cut off the rubber of the display? No. The Vatican's for that. First cut. I think I always find slightly odd about the beam sabers when it comes to building on high grades. Why not just make it one part? Why is it always two parts? It could have easily been one. Makes me think how thick some of the other parts are on the runner. They could easily, well, maybe not easily. I don't know the in-depths of injection molding. It's complicated. I mean, look at some of like the newer kits they have And how crazy the crap. Drop that. There we go, got it. Bandai's like techniques for injection molding is really impressive. Like, just look at the rail grids, for example, the early ones especially. That frame that's like, hey, your frame's almost completely ready off the runner. You just need to move a few parts around. It's like, what the hell kind of witchcraft is this? How do you multiple layer parts together on a mold? I know it's to do with temperature stuff, but it blows my mind. I think they got the same sort of technique in the Perfect Grade Unleashed. Which again, I'd love to have that. But one step at a time. Actually, I think I want to have the Master Grade Extreme Unicorn. I mean, I've got a standard Unicorn Master Grade, but Master Grade Extreme with the lights would be so epic. I'd always display it in destroy mode with the shields, like Final Battle style. But also, the Master Grade Extreme Strike Freedom. Ooh, all that gold. Looks so pretty. I think it comes at the end of the year, doesn't it? And I know my local store is going to try and get them, or planning to get like a few of them. But, which is good because I missed the pre-orders. Right. This is going to be awkward to stand. Beam Sabers, baby. Beam Sabers. Damn it, we already at 3 o'clock? Wow. Where's time go? I'm a slow builder. I noticed this. Some people go and build like a high grade in an hour, and I'm like, how? Like 30-minute missions in 30 minutes? I get it. As long as you're not sanding it. But I'm like super freaking pernickety when it comes to sanding now. Okay. Alright. What about the white of the beam saber? You can't really see the nub. There's one here. Okay, so something I got recently. I think I probably mentioned like Seed was the very first show I watched. I finally managed to get my hands on the Ultimate Edition Blu-rays. Ow, was that expensive? But hey, that means I've got the original sub and dub, and the remaster sub with new dub, which I've seen the first 2 episodes. Well, I haven't watched the Blu-rays yet, but I'm assuming the Funimation dub's the same one. Different actors from the original. I'm not sure I like it. Because, like, at least I've got the Ultimate Edition, so I could go back and watch the original dub if I want to. For nostalgia. Which, at the end of the day, I ain't feeling... Everyone's, like, tasted different, obviously. Well, there's a question. Do people watch Gundam subbed or dubbed? I'm like, well, I'm mostly dubbed, because I've always watched Gundam and dub. I'm used to it. But if there's no dub available, okie dokie, sub it is. It was weird going from watching Zeta Gundam dubbed to then Double Zeta, which has no dub. Because it's like, suddenly Bright's talk. Thankfully, Bright's the only character it really carries over. Well, that and Haman. So, like, it's kind of okay in that way. You're not got too many characters. Suddenly, their voice changes. So, having been playing SD Gundam Battle Alliance, that has no dub. It's all sub. Which is fine. But it's difficult to read the subtitles while you're fighting. Think about it. The Dynasty Warriors Gundam games. That's the only time that double Zeta characters have been dubbed. Which is why you have the LPL Puru. Apparently that's not how you spell her name. It's spelled P-L-E, not P-U-R-U. One of the greatest mistranslations of all time. Which then comes weird in the Unicorn dub, because Marita Cruz is one of the Puro clones. And then they refer to her as Pol 12. And it's like, how can... What? It confused me so much. Because I'm used to it being Puru, which is how it sounds like it's being pronounced in Japanese. I guess it's PLE, so it's Pulu. Yes? But then the Unicorn dubs just like, Pol 12. Like, I guess because technically whoever's making the director probably didn't. Technically they're pronouncing it correctly. Maybe. But I still... LPL Puru will always be LPL Puru to me. Same with Puru 2. And even though the Unicorn dub says Pol 12, it's Puru 12. Or my headcanon is maybe the mass production clones of Puru. It's Puru, Puru 2, and then everything else is Pol 1 through 12. Depends how many mass produced Q-plays there were, I guess. I think there were just 12. Oh, actually, no, wait. Was there 10 of them? Which would mean, yeah, that makes sense. But if there's 12, then the Pol 12 thing makes sense. Random rambling. That's what we do here. I'm gonna attach these because it'll be easier to see what I'm doing. Do they go on anyway? Which way? Oh, that goes that way around. Okay. Tip the beam saber on, because it'll be a lot easier to pilot if it's attached, because it's really hard to hold in your hand. Right, there we go. Now, where's that tiny bit? There it is. Nubs are like super tiny, which probably doesn't even matter, but I know they're there. That's the point. Now, comparing this to like the real grade, which I built a few months ago, nice and simple. Compared to like the super tiny parts the real grade has. And it's been several years since I built a master grade. How do you think about it? This will mean I've got the high grade, the real grade, and a master grade. I still need so to complete the not the trifecta, but to complete the entire collection, I'll need to get a perfect grade RX-78 at some point. I'm gonna start saving for the perfect grade Unleashed, huh? I can hear Luna barking. Wonder what she's barking at. Maybe there's a cat in the garden. That's usually the case. They're like, trespassers! Alert, alert. Right, there we go. And we shall pop on. Yeah, these going in here. Oh, see, interesting. You don't. I thought they'd have like something to slot it onto. It kind of just slides. That's not the best design, if I'm honest. There we go. It kind of clicks in. That would damage the paint job if it was painted. It's literally just a sliding between two bits of plastic. I'd kind of prefer that if it was like something to slot onto. It has a little bit of wiggle to it. Cool. I suppose we're not going to really go anywhere as long as you look. Most people aren't going to change the pose constantly, are they? Oh. Ow. Readjust my back. There we go. Okay. Head. Time for the head. How many parts make up the head? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. Okay. Mostly the A runner and B runner. Yes. B runner. Oops. Are thou? There it is. Let's see. I'll get all the white parts first because I've got the B runner here. So we need number 19 for the front of the head. Yeah, back of the head, number 20. All right, there's the V fin. Well, so I got one extra point. That's pretty smart. It does have the safety flags on it, so you don't stab yourself. And B25, which is around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Like the mouth guard's always tricky to find. There's only 144 scale. Is that all the parts for the B runner? I think it is. Ow. Bending my arm the wrong way. All right. Clear parts for the yellow eyes. I appreciate that. So on a high grade, it's kind of hard to see. Right. A3, A1, A2 for the other part. Okay. Click. Click. Why did you put a nub marker right on the chin? Why? Oh. There's the runner falling off. Oh, no. Got it. A little bit of red to go on there. V-fin. And of course, the eyes. Which I'll just clip right next to it, really, because you're not going to see the edges of it. So small. Why did I choose the red gloves? It's going to be difficult. Oh, right my neck. Funny, I've got the gamer sup drink over here on one side of my desk, and I've got my actual glass of water on the other side of my desk. I was having to reach around my microphone arm to get to it. Right. Get off some nubs. Didn't get rid of that. There we go. Array for white parts. You can't see the nubs that well. There we go. There. Okay. A little snippy here. There we go. Boom, boom. There's the... Okay, it's there. Well, it's difficult to kind of make that out between the actual part and... Is that like... What part's the nub? What part isn't? I can tell. Just. Wouldn't want to do what I did. Oh, my Force Impulse Gundam. Good thing I'm displaying it with the Beam Saber, because I am well, technically the nub was attached. Yeah, the gate was attached to the nub that the barrel slots over. So I snipped the point where the barrel attaches to the rifle and sanded it down. It's only when I sanded it down, I was going, ah, crap. So yeah, Force Impulse has no rifle. Because I mistook it for a nub. Good thing I displayed it with the Beam Saber, fighting the Freedom Gundam. I basically just recreated the box art from that set as best I could. No, actually, because it does come with the extra pieces that have the sword go through the Freedom. Battle of Destiny set, but those parts come in a single color and you have to paint it. One of my objectives at some point to do a Battle of Destiny diorama. Freedom versus the Force Impulse. Such an emotional battle. Okay. That's pretty decent. Little snip. And there's no nubs on the eyes because I think it already got it right to the edge. Now the tedious sanding begins. And they're very small parts, so I'm holding it to my face. So you won't, they won't be on camera, sorry. They're really small parts. Can you hear the sanding? No. The noise gate's too good. It makes me wonder, what if I put it on the desk and like turn the noise gate off and just like lowered the gain and just like ASMR, not talking, just clipping and sanding parts. Would that drive people crazy, or would that be therapeutic? I know if I ever watch Adam Savage do his one-day builds where he doesn't, parts when he's just not talking, he's just doing stuff. ASMR for me. Like satisfying just to watch someone work away, you know, personally. Unfortunately, my camera setup means I'm in a really awkward angle. Yeah, I'm just realizing the difficult choice we have to make. Do I want to put on the stickers for the eyes, or do I want to put the foil sticker behind it to reflect it? But then, of course, I still need to put black around the edge of the eyes. I suppose I've got Gundam markers that could do that easily enough, perhaps. don't look right. I forget how small the Gundam's eyes are on 144 scale. I need to do more master grades, I think. As much as I love high grades being just nice and simple. Always the head and the eyes that drive me nuts. There we go. Nice and clear, and these gloves are actually slightly annoying. These gloves are great for painting, but I'm not sure about building. I think I just put them because, like, oh yeah, VTubers clever their hands normally, don't they? Yeah, every time I'm reaching forward, you can see my wrist anyway. So it's kind of redundant, I guess. Or maybe just like these are maybe one size too large. I think I got large just like more breathing space. Are these large or extra large? I need to remember. Look at the box. That's downstairs with my spray booth. And there's something I'd like to try and figure out how to film. It wouldn't work as a stream because you go deaf from the air compressor. But it'd be nice for like edited videos, like time lapse of painting. I suppose like the next time I paint something, I could still do like detailing on stream. But as for like any airbrushing stuff, that would have to be off stream. Or unless you go deaf. I suppose it could literally just be music, like background music, and then spraying. See, this is why I want to need to get another desk in here. So I could have like a workbench next to my computer desk. I think it'd be pretty good idea. There we could have my spray booth nearby. Could potentially work, I think. But one step at a time, as they say. All right, and there we go. There's the chin. Now, as for the eyes, do I want to put... Oh, damn it, dropped it. Ah! I have no nails because I'm wearing gloves. And a glass desk as well. There we go. We got the sticker for the eyes, or we got the clear parts. Not clear parts. The reflective bits that go on here. So when you put the eyes on, it reflects when the light back out. Which I kind of want to do. I'm actually on my high grade freedom. I trimmed out the eyes on this. But I think it would be easier. I've got the black marker for panel lines, technically. What about my other markers? I could potentially. Here. Wait. Forgot about them. I have a bunch of Gundam markers, so I could. Wait, are these the fine type? Gun metallic. That's a gray panel liner, yeah. Mecha gray, shining silver. I think that's just a straight up black. If it's the fine type, I could put it around the eyes, actually. The music stopped? Or is it just a quiet song? It's so quiet I can't hear it. Yeah, quiet song. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Do 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 do. Right. Also, what are these other red parts for? 5 and 6. Alright, I want to test this. Actually, I'm going to try. Emphasis on the word try. If I scuff it up, I can just put the sticker over it. These are really difficult to use. Tweezers. Okay, I'm going to try and do this on camera, but it's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to do it away from camera, I think. On the plastic, please. I mean, I could just use the marker to make this silver, I suppose. I really wanted to. It's stuck to the tweezer better than it's stuck to everything else. Oh, I got it. Yeah. The one side, which, wow, that is so small you can barely see it on the camera. Oh, went to the preview window. My preview window froze again. Weird. The preview window keeps randomly freezing. I don't understand. Normally it's hidden underneath my OBS. I've got that on my main screen now because there's a light in the way otherwise. It's a lot easier to monitor where it is now than where it normally is. Hang on, wait a minute. Oh no, that's colorless. Ah! Use this to squish it down a bit. Yeah. There we go. That'll have to do. And the other side. In an ideal world, I'd probably take the gloves off and do this. But, hey. It is what it is. What it is. Just randomly thinking, it just popped in my head there randomly. Gundam Evolution comes out next week. It'd be nice to finally try it. Because it didn't do a European network test for it. Which has me slightly worried, actually. That the European servers will be trash. It's really cool to see that a couple of YouTubers will be at the content creator tournament thing. I know Zentrea and Cabal, I believe. Yeah. That'll be cool to watch. I remember watching a little bit of Zentrea playing the a test. It's always nice to see Gundam getting more appreciation in the world. I should get it offline it. I'll move this. I wait for a second. I'm gonna grab a little bit control because I plan to use some kind of marker at some point. I'm gonna blow the white balance out of probably. Because the last time we attempted to use Gundam markers on stream was the first time. The ground Gundam. And now the archive's not available for that anymore. Because I got rid of it. But we learned a very, very valuable lesson. Do not, under any circumstances, push the Gundam marker directly to the model kit. You're going to get ink everywhere. Oh, thank you for redeem and posture check. Yep. I am slouching a little bit because I'm looking down. And I'll hydrate with my gamer steps. Refreshing. Dragon fruit flavor. Okay, black is just straight up black, right? Now, I can't remember if these are the fine tips or not. Check. Is that I'm smelling? I can't tell. See, that's what I did wrong when I used it on the ground Gundam, those white ones. I was trying to put the extra. Actually, just bring the ground for a second. Behind my light. Just as an example. The ground Gundam, for example. The little. Oh, wait. There we go. Use my tweezers to point. So this part is white plastic. That other little white part isn't. That was a Gundam marker. And I pushed it directly onto the model. And ink went everywhere over the body. Took it a long time to clean it. No. I'm literally putting my arm through the ring light. You know, money. There we go. Back on the shelf. I do love the ground Gundam. Chunky boy. I love the blockiness of Gundams. Actually, it also shake it, doesn't it? Satisfying sound. Should work now, right? Nothing's coming out. The black one, isn't it? Oh, here it's slowly coming out now. The nib. There we go. Cool. How am I going to do this? This part is so tiny. What if I held it with the tweezers? Okay. This is going to be difficult. Okay, that works. Okay, I have to put this in my face to see because eyes are so small. Oh my god, this is so difficult to see. I need glasses. Nice smell. Like marker. my lesson and I'm just lightly touching it against the plastic. Problem is my light's here, not where I am. I'm literally, my head is behind the microphone right now. So I can see the light. This is badly planned. Ooh, don't go in the eye. If all fails, I've got cocktail sticks, I can scrape it off. My eyes are really small. Oh, this is messing with my eyes. Ironic, I know. The Gundam eyes screwing with my eyes. If I let the paint from the marker run, the actual eyes themselves are slightly raised. So as long as I don't paint directly onto it, it should be alright. Good being the key word there. Concentrating. Almost got it. I have a feeling these eyes are going to look wonky after I'm done. This wasn't a terrible idea. So I went over the eye for a second. What is it? Oh shit, I think it is. Not going to show up really well, is it? Well, do I have the auto yet? Yeah. I do. I didn't realize I had that on. Oh boy. I'm trying to see if I've missed. Oh, I think I missed a wee bit there. Hey, if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna put the sticker over it. And this is why high grades are so much of a pain in the butt. I also can't tell if that's on properly or not. I'm realizing I should have had a crocodile clip because I'm gonna have to hold this for now. think I got it. It's really just hard to see exactly where. One eye looks better than the other one. I definitely can see that much. Ooh. I'm literally reaching around behind my microphone right now because the light's behind the microphone. I'm just holding it really close to it. You can still hear me though, right? I'm just at the wrong side of it. Okay, I think the focus is not helping. Wait, is autofocus off? Autofocus on. Oh. Hey, actually on camera it looks better than in person. Wait, hold up. Oh wait, manual focus. What's right? Oh no, that's too far. Not far enough. Come on, autofocus. Focus on this. Okay, I'd say on above the right eye, it looks like it's got her eyebrow raised. Come on, focus. That's not terrible, actually, is it? That's just me putting a Gundam marker over the clear plastic. I feel like the right eye, like it's not quite at the line. The only thing is because the camera's upside down, technically. I mean, it's like backwards. Okay, let's have a look. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Would you say it looks pretty good? I think it looks pretty good, actually. All right, lid on. Nope, that's not on properly. I'm trying not to drop the piece right now. It's on good. I'm gonna give that a few seconds to dry. I think his Gundam markers dry pretty quickly because I can like dab that. It shouldn't come off. Yeah, no, it's very dry already. Good. And I could definitely use a tiny bit above that right eye, I think. Yeah, a tiny bit. I want to accidentally overdo it though. That's what I'm worried about. If I hold it to the camera, I can see better. I rotate. May just be the way the light's hitting it. I think it looks good. Array for Gundam markers. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Give me a second. Keep that blow drying. I think I may got stuck to the alt focus. Turn it back off. There we go. I should be focused on the yes. Yeah, there we go. So the white balance shouldn't be changing anymore. Turn it off. Good. Right. Let's try and get this on the face. Oops. This is finicky. Ugh. Need to concentrate. The right way up, right? Oh no, it's oh. I've been holding it upside down the whole time. I'm an idiot. Right. On autofocus. Oh, perfect. But oh, actually, I can see better now that there's something behind it. Reflecting the light pretty decent enough. Happy with that. Ooh, don't drop it. Now, next part is face guard. Oh, I'll focus off. I don't remember if I sounded this part yet. I took so long doing that. The eyes. Let's be quick. Tidy up at the edges. Yeah, crap. All good. We'll have to do all the paneling later. Yeah. Looking more and more like a Gundam. Autofocus. Work with me here. Come on. Focus on my hand. The autofocus in the webcam is a bit crap, let's be honest. All of my distance is really, you're going to see my distance to begin with. Right, and back of the head, front of the head. Oh no, the cameras. Wait, what color camera? Wait. Oh, that's what the other ones are for. Cameras. Why do you have a metallic red? I have a royal metallic red. But, because I could totally just, well, no, I think with the cameras, it's always nice to have the stickers. Because it gives some reflectivity. Did I sand this already? I can't remember. Nope, didn't. I feel like we've got like the most difficult part done. The damn eyes. I think we'll use the stickers for the cameras though, because they'll look good still. I thought I had red cameras on the OG Gundam. I guess it's because like I've got the ground Gundam on the shelf in front of me, and that has green cameras. Green eyes as well. Can't remember. Can't see at this angle very well. Alright, this as well. Let's make sure. Oh, that's a nasty nub. Don't want to go overboard because it will flush with another part of the thing. So, oh, is that it? There's no nub on the top. Oh, there's there. There it is. The best thing about white parts is you hide the thing. Oh no, I realized the guns on the head technically are a different color. I just do that after the head's built. I don't have to fiddle around with it so much. Get the tiny little guns on. What's the focus? Want to focus? Yeah, little guns. The Vulcan cannons. Where's the box art? They're yellow on the box art. Oh yeah, they're yellow. These are standard ones, I think. Yeah, these are the fine ones. Which one's which? These are the more the metallic ones, aren't they? Metallic red. Gundam gold. These are the thicker ones, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. That's how we look. Forget which one's which, because my Japanese reading skills are minimal. Yeah, it's a stick tip. Okay, I want to use that. That's for large parts. These are the metallic ones, which maybe Right, so if I use the yellow here at the guns, then technically they're the correct color based on the box art. Right? And I'll focus back off. How effective this will be, I don't. Whoa, okay, I've used it before. Clearly. Oh, yeah, I used it on the ground type. I forgot about that. Okay, get some of the accents off of there. This is going to backfire on me so badly. better with a brush. See, that's a bit much. I'll just use a toothpick to get the excess off. Well, actually, it wasn't bad. Okay. Toothpicks. Where'd I put them? Here somewhere. Drink the markers. Alright, get some excess paint off around the guns. I'm just going quiet because I'm like focusing. Oh, that actually looks quite nice. You know when you do something and you're like, you surprise yourself? I feel like it's me with art in general. So I'll try something, and when it actually works, you're like, how the hell did I do that on purpose? Where's the autofocus? Yeah, it looks really bright on there. Oh, the white balance as well. On the box art, they're yellow. So they're yellow in this. Oh, my thumb's on the wrong way. I'm going to show it from the light a bit. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Because the camera's upside down to me, hard to, when I turn left, it's going right. I'm going to do a tiny dab back on that one on the one side because it looks like I might have chipped a bit off of it. Like off the tip of the barrel. Focus. I need a dedicated camera for this, really. There we go. A bit bright. That could just be the lighting. Because I do have a key light literally off to the side. That's the lowest setting, but I mean it's not bright as hell. Also, I think this camera just sucks at the... It's a webcam. It's a 1080p 30 FPS webcam. But that I am pleased with. Now, do I want to use stickers for the cameras, or there we go. Or oh, I better turn the focus back to normal. There we go. Oh, what did I do? Oh, just the Gundam markers where I pulled the toothpicks out from underneath it. There's like moving slightly. Right. I could use the stickers for the cameras on the head, or I could use a Gundam marker. I'm not sure. Like if I put red down and then maybe use the fluorescent pink. Or I could use the metallic red I've got. Let's experiment, shall we? I just realized I got a drop of that on the handy stick. Oopsie. Couple drops actually. Ooh. And there's the metallic red, right? That is Royal Metallic Red. It's more metallic than red. I'm gonna make a mistake here. The way it's drying on the paper towel is just more metallic than anything else. Yeah, I don't think that's the right one for this. It looks like really metal more than what I was going for. So yeah, let's not use that. Ow! That's the mic arm with my arm. Right. The reds and pinks. I'm curious. And shake, shake, shake. This is how you exercise your arms. Like glow sticks in a nightclub. Oh, that's gonna knacker me out. I got some red in the edge of that. Oh, I've used it before, that's why. That's just good old-fashioned red. Gundam red, right? Where's it pink? That's pretty good to the Kubelay, actually. Oh, the beam saber even. On like an SD. No, that is straight up just pink. Yeah, maybe on yeah, that's not not good for the Gundam ink. Which colors were these again? I think this is like the set 2, so it's like good for, I don't know. Some of them, which weird, some Gundam markers have like these ones have it in English and Japanese. As does this set. I mean, it has the color names in Japanese, English at least. But this one doesn't. Ones for these don't. I need to actually just make some labels and stick them on the bottom of these, so that at least I can read it easily. I mean, it's straight up the red of this. I can maybe just want to use a sticker for the cameras, maybe. Which one's in the back of this? Number 6. The stickers are very tiny. Let's just go with that for now. Stickers should be easy to get off. Be easier to get off than the marker. I love that they're all that naffing around. I'm just like, yes, use a sticker. Because unlike the marker, at least will have a slight, like, reflectiveness to it. Yeah, the foil stickers are really good for the cameras, I find. And then the front one, I won't use that sticker though for the freaking crotch fin. I'll use the marker for that, but the yellow one. Otherwise it looks weird. It's done the ground type, doesn't look terrible. A bit messy, mind you, but go in there. And then that goes down correctly. Yeah, more or less. Cameras. Oh yeah, turned the autofocus on, off again. It doesn't keep adjusting when I don't need it to. Put that away. Don't use it now. In the packet, there we go. Stickers out of the way. And a good old 1, 2. Pop that in like so. Pop this over like so. This is where I really should use something like thin cement to get rid of the seam line, but can't be bothered right now. Plus that stuff stinks to high heaven. I mean, not a bad smell, but it's really strong. Yeah, I would probably need to do that as a nasty seam line. Probably something I should have taken care of before I put the color on the guns. In hindsight. But hey, it is what it is. I'll do that later. Did I get the nubs off of this? I think I did. I just didn't sand it yet. Okay. Was it just the one attachment point for this? I can't remember. Oh, no, there's no part there as well. There we go. After that, I'm just standing in the gloves. Why are you starting gloves, Major? The first time I've actually used them since I got them. Good enough. And this only had the one little nub. I'm going to keep the flags on it for now. I might take them off later. The right. It is. No, it's the wrong one. This one. And a little bit standing there. It'll take a lot of sanding to work. Oh, nip off the flags and stuff. But I can get that next time. See how it is as is right now. And the red part going over it. Oh, that's squint. Very squint. And that is a Gundam head. Alright, where's the autofocus? I think I could do a little bit more black on the actual eye area, I think. If it looks like a little thin in some areas, or that's just maybe it's reflective. Slightly. I can't quite tell. I mean, enough of the little flags on the V-fin. Fix the seam line along the head. And panel lining and that would be good. I want to fix the seam line now, though. That's the question. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's do the seam line. I want to fix it. Bugging me. How about if I fix that, then I can't edit the eyes anymore. And I kind of maybe want to go over them again. Maybe? I don't know. If I face it towards the light. I was considering doing a full repaint of this, but I might make this one, and just get another one for a full repaint. I won't do the seam line now. I want to like get a second opinion on that in person. See if like the eyes are like good enough. We'll pop this heat on now. Oh, go on. There we go. It's a Gundam. We actually have that in the sound alerts. Some alerts are working. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Is it there? Oh no, it's... I've got it set to bits. I've got that. Never mind. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that's how we look at our Gundam thus far. The eyes are not perfect. Like, I think I need to touch them up a little bit before I go and do the panel lining stuff. But this is a good start. Also, you need to panel line it a lot as well. On focus. 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 This camera is terrible. I need a dedicated camera for this. Why is me putting that there? My thumb help. The Granddaddy Gundam. I'm actually quite pleased with the eyes, honestly. Even if they're not perfect. Like I can see like one eye looks better than the other. I think there's one side that just like I need to get like a light directly on it and go back over it. I might do that later. As for now, that's a good starting point. And you know, I have not done one of these streams in God knows how long. I am tempted just to kind of fix it now, though. I'm like just looking at it closer in person just to see. Yeah, I think I see a little bit where I missed with the marker. That one eye's bigger than the other. Yeah, I think I did miss a bit. Oh well, I think I had to back apart then. Alright. Come on, head. Go back apart. Oh, careful with that. I'm gonna bend the damn antenna if I'm not careful. Okay, you know what? This is gonna be tricky to pull apart. I'm gonna do it later. I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not sure if next time I do this, I'll wear the gloves next time, because it just makes things more difficult in terms of getting grip. I mean, they have like some grippiness to them, but better for painting than anything else, I think. Not building. Okay, I want the panel line the chest though. Could I get the nib in there without causing an issue? I'm experimenting again. Terrible idea. No, let's not do that. It's gonna get everywhere if I try that. I will do though. I'll pop the head off for a second. Do a little bit of panel lining on the body, shall we? There's the panel liners. There they are. Now you say if you put brown at the yellow parts, it'll make really good. I tend to agree. Like, I'm just hearing so I can see it a little bit. I'm leaning past my microphone again. Oh, I made a mess. I made a mess. Thankfully, they're very easy to rub off. I got a little bit of panel lining on the yellow. Makes it pop a bit more. On the blue. The gray work on the blue, or I have to use the black? Let's find out. I think the gray works fine, actually. Not too dark. Oops. Not smudge. Oh, hit the microphone. Sorry. I'm like leaning towards the light to do this, so it's not really visible for you guys. Sorry. And a little bit of this one access. There we go. Not sure you can see that very well, but hey, it is there. What about on the backpack? I think the grey will show up very well, will it? No, actually, not bad, actually. It's subtle compared to using the black. What I'd normally do. A little panel line to you? Hard to tell. I'm honest. A little bit on the red as well. The body's not too bad looking now. Oh yeah, I need to line that. Beam sabers. Probably should detach them first, but yeah. Oh fuck. I'm glad I could just rub these off with my thumb. The excess. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Attach the damn beam saber. It's easier. I'll just hold it in one hand. Okie dokie. Yeah, a little bit around the edge. Probably can't see because I pull it towards my face again. Beam saber. Didn't make too much of a mess. Fine. I'll do the other one quickly. Ooh, hands are not too steady. There's that one song on this. I think it's really quiet. It's right before this jazz one, Hank. Now that I've put the grey on the white, I might need to put the black on the blue. It just stands out a lot more. Alrighty then. I forgot the top of the other one. Go in, the damn holder. There we go. Is that grey one again? There we go. At the top of the left side beam saber. You can also have fix the face later. I'm just gonna put the panel lines on it. Can't wait to redo it later. Need to. I went a bit too thick, maybe. Being able to see the vents on the nose or the mouth plate makes a massive difference. A little bit into the vent. Oops, that's in the cheek. Gundam. The tiny bit of paneling just makes the thing pop so much, doesn't it? Put the lid back on that. Alright. Thinking of the focus again. Bring up the camera. And voila. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, I think I need to fix the eye still. One of them definitely looks better than the other. But other than that, so far so good. Time we on actually. 20 to 5. That's a little bit earlier than I normally finish, but this is took me longer to set up as well. So I think I'll wrap it up here for the day, maybe. But I need to do this again very soon. And not be like other times where I'm like, oh yeah, every couple of months. And by couple, I mean 4 longer. It has certainly been a while since I did the ground Gundam. Actually, that may be in May. The ground Gundam. Which, not ideal, admittedly. But hey. What we'll do is we'll go on a wee raid, actually. See who actually... awkward because I got one keyboard website there. Okay. If you don't follow already, you'd be lurking. Oop, misspelled that. Please drop a follow. Of course, next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be back with SD Gundam Battle Lines. Finish off Directory 7. And I think it's Directory 8, which takes the last directory. And then, of course, the DLC as well. Twitter. Yep, there we go. And the YouTube. Where the archives are. This one I will put in the archive. Unlike previous ones. I'll remember to do that this time. This will be the first of actually archived build streams. That's my goal. I want to do this more often. I love Gunpla and like just... It can be a very... Model making can be a very solitary hobby. But at the same time, sharing it with all people, that's part of the fun, really. Which are... Actually, yeah. There is, if you're interested, Discord. Which I basically have an area in the Discord for arts and crafts. Where we all share our stuff. There's some of my like, oh, thinking like painted stuff. Like, there's Banagher links on my shelf here for me. My little Banagher links. Look, I painted this, and I'm actually so proud. I mean, it's a 1/100 scale, and it looks state up close, but I'm proud of these. First time painting pilot figures. 1/100 scale. Oh, I've just knocked over Cardia's fist. Stand up, please. Yeah, I'll fix him later. I knocked over his Cardia's fist while trying to put Banagher back in the lineup. Anyway, we shall go. Oh, damn mouse being in the way. There we go. Let's see about doing a raid, shall we? Is there anyone else, friends of our live, or is there anyone actually doing some Gunpla? Gunpla, let's have a look. I see one other person doing Gunpla. Ooh, doing the RG Wing Gundam. And maybe... So we scroll through... Because I'm literally looking through the ring light to see the other monitor right now. It's a bit scuffed. Things to invest in. Bigger table. Or at least one where I'm actually in the center of it, rather than off to one side. It's really weird. This table made sense when I got it like 10, 15 years ago, but the amount of stuff on the table has increased exponentially. So, yeah. I see one other person doing Gunpla. Cool. Let's get our raid message ready, shall we? Alright, and I misspelled it again because I'm an idiot. Ow, I keep missing the R in enforcements, that's what it is. There's the one for followers and for subs. I need to remember to make a command for this, but I have to give the Nightbot a sub. And one for the wonderful subs. Alright. Tabletop Gaming CT. Okay. Right channel. Okay, I've misspelled table. Ah, there we go. I managed to find the person I'm looking at and auto finish. Perfect. Cool. Then we shall go on a raid, and I will see you tomorrow for SD Gundam Battle Lines. Until next time, have an awesome weekend. And I'll see you around the cosmos. Dodgestar, signing off. See you.